Representative Cassell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Representative, the bill states that a complaint cannot be based on hearsay. Does this cover the hearsay exceptions found in sections 90.803 and 90.804 of the Florida statute?
Representative Brackett, you're recognized.
I'm not familiar with those statutes, not being an attorney, but I do know this. The background on this came from the Florida Election Commission. From that standpoint, there was a case law. The Florida Election Commission dealt with this. And the definition of hearsay under that section was subject to litigation before the 4th District Court of Appeals in Florida Elections.com, or Florida Elections.com versus Valerie. The court rejected the argument in that case when the attorneys tried to argue that it was a much narrower window of admissible hearsay, meaning that no hearsay was ever allowed. And the courts ruled that there was a much broader window for admissible hearsay, not inadmissible hearsay, but admissible hearsay.
Representative Cassell, and a follow-up.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. If an elected official is overheard speaking to a lobbyist about trading a vote for money, which is technically a hearsay statement and an admission, can that statement be used to bring an ethics complaint under this bill?
Representative Brackett, you're recognized.
Obviously, that would have to be decided by people that are smarter than me on this and that handle those commissions. But according to this case that I just read, that was one of the examples they used, which would be admissible evidence, admissible hearsay.
Representative Cassell, for one more follow-up.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, if hearsay is prohibited, could bank records showing a money transfer from an interested party to an elected official be used to bring an ethics complaint, even though the bank documents that are hearsay and would typically be subject to an exception?
Representative Brackett, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And again, that was another piece that was identified here that talked about a campaign treasurer's report, not necessarily a bank statement, but said it would be admissible hearsay.
Representative Gant for a question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Would banning local ethics enforcement agencies from self-initiating investigations and requiring personal knowledge require an ethics enforcement agency to ignore additional ethics law violations it discovers